Hi, I'm Tim with LPS Computer. Today I'm going to show you a procedure on this T2500 model. Only thing we need to make sure we have in place before we get started is that the cartridges are all installed. All 6 of them. They're all there, I swear. Okay. Be the little one or the big one, doesn't matter. And first thing we got to do in purging the ink tube system is get the carriage to an accessible position. Simplest way to do that, if your machine is powering on to the main menu, we're going to go ahead and select replace printhead, and that'll bring the carriage out. So we'll do that now. So we go to replace printhead, and it says option not available. Check ink cartridges. Okay, which they are present, but they may not all be good candidates. So let's take a look. Nope, it says it doesn't like the matte black, so we'll just fix that. Change cartridges now. That is not on this side. Move over to the other side. And we'll reseat our matte black. Just pop it out. Drop it back in. Okay. Hit the OK button to proceed. Okay, expired ink cartridges, we don't care about that. Yep. Okay, now it's exclamation pointing at us, but we don't care about that. Go back to printhead. Now we're going to replace it, and now it agrees. Now let's go over to the carriage. Let's move to the user access position. Lever this up. This is something I used to have a lot of trouble with, actually getting this to pop free. If you're having trouble getting this unlatched, what I find helps is you can just put a thumb right here on this little portion of the frame, push down on it and lift up and kind of away from yourself to get this latch free. Okay. And printhead comes out. We'll set this in garbage can or something. Only kidding. And now I'm going to go ahead and get gloves on for this next part, because there is potential for a little bit of ink contamination. And let me grab my tool. This is the tool we're going to be using for purging the ink tube system. It's just real simple setup with our lure style syringe. The only tricky bit is this specialty tip here that we have made for us. It's got a little port cut in the side to allow for ink to travel through. Basically the same layout as you find on the printhead itself. And I'll show you what I mean. So there's those little needles. Each of those feeder needles also has a port cut in the side to allow ink to flow through. So this is just a facsimile of that. So we're going to use this to purge each of our 6 lines. If there's any air trapped in the ink tube system, we're going to get that out of the tube system and hopefully make the printer a lot happier. Only other tool involved is going to be just a plastic bottle. And that's what we're going to squirt our waste ink into. If you are planning to recondition your printhead and refill it with ink, this is where you would get the ink from. You can pull straight from the cartridge as well. I prefer to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone in most cases. If I have a machine that needs a purge anyway, take the black ink, that goes into the black ink reservoir on the printhead. Take yellow ink and down the line and so forth. So we'll start by inserting this tip. I'm just taking with my left hand and shoving that into the printhead port. And this is why we have the flex hose on this particular syringe tool, so that you can make this 90-degree turn. Tube system is just kind of awkwardly oriented with the feeder nipples pointing in this direction rather than up and down, as in many of the older models. Shove that in. So I'm pushing in with my left hand, and on my right hand, I'm kind of doing this technique with my thumb. to where I'm pushing down on the body of the syringe with my thumb while pulling up on the plunger of the syringe. So now we get suction, and I'll take out maybe about 5 milliliters, maybe a little more. That should be plenty. And we'll just squirt the waste into there. And I'm going to dab this on a paper towel just to reduce cross-contamination. A little bit of cross-contamination, in my mind, is not a big deal. I've never seen any serious color quality issues on account of this little tiny bit. And you're pulling out rather than injecting, so as long as we're extracting from the system, we'll be okay, I promise. Okay, I'll do next yellow line, about 5 milliliters out. And this does not work if your cartridges are not installed. Ink's got to come from somewhere, right? Okay. Number 3. Get into my waste container. And number magenta. And yeah, it's about 7-8 milliliters. Probably more than I really need to take out. And what I believe to be photo black here. Okay, and we'll squirt that out. I'm going to go ahead and seal up my waste container here. And chuck that behind a desk somewhere. And our printhead goes back in. Snap that shut. Okay. Close her up. And that's the whole procedure. So the reason you'd want to do this is if the machine is reporting a cartridge as empty and you know for a fact it is not empty, that is almost always caused by air trapped in the ink tube system. If the machine is saying replace printhead or reseat printhead repeatedly, and particularly if you've tried more than one printhead, really common reason for that is air trapped in the ink tube system. That's what this procedure, this tool is designed to get rid of. You can purchase the tool, link is below. And I think that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. One other thing I want to mention, it's a trick, it's a hardware hack. If the machine is telling you cartridge empty and you've already purged the ink tube system, one little trick you can do, I'll just use this one for example. This applies to basically all models of Designjet printer, at least the ones that use these little pressure pumps. That black oval right here. The ink supply station has a motorized piston that presses in on this. It's a lot like the bubble pumps that you see on like a weed whacker, or, two-stroke engine type of deal. What you can do is take some painter's tape and go right over top of that. And all this does, it's reversible, it's not going to harm anything. All this does is provide a little extra mechanical resistance so that when that plunger in the ink supply station presses in on this, it's seeing a little more resistance, which is represented to the machine as increased current draw on that little motor in the ink supply station, which the machine then interprets as, oh, that's a nice full ink cartridge. It's really taking a lot to push against that. So That's one simple hardware hack that you can do to hopefully get your machine to accept a cartridge that it believes is empty.